Hello and welcome to this demonstration video for the Brunelleschi Age of Architects Oculus Rift client. The Oculus Rift client is available at indiedb/games/Brunelleschi. That's spelled Brunelleschi. If you have any trouble with that, please just visit us at brungame.com, where you will be able to play the web game and experiment with all of the game mechanics and other game experiences in their web game format. And this does give you sort of a chance to take a look at it while we finish up with the Unity client. The Unity client comes in an Oculus and non-Oculus version. Both executables are available in the downloadable package. Alright, first thing we're going to demonstrate is the brand new options menu. We just focus on this for a second in the Oculus client, and this will enable us to turn the music on or off. The music has been generously provided to us by Alden Baker, and you can find him at Alden Baker on Twitter, and he is a prolific musician who's worked in films and games previously, and we're very happy to have his work in our game. We're just going to focus real quick on the main menu. And as you can hear, that lovely background track by Alden Baker. What we're going to do is we're just going to jump into Model an Individual District. Now, if you're interested in building the districts, that's currently functionality that you're going to find in the web client at brungame.com. So please join us there if you'd like to build a settlement that you would be able to visualize in this way. And we're just going to go ahead and start off with Valathor. I like visualizing Valathor. I think it's well built and has a large number of fairly appealing districts. Timrath's building style has been mostly non-militaristic, so you really can get a sense of what kind of settlement you can create from an almost perfectly peaceful standpoint. Alright. And we've just recently gotten the building menus working a lot better. This will enable cross-compatibility between the web game, which is at brungame.com and totally free to play, and these clients. Basically, what we're hoping to introduce in the next couple of weeks is the ability to select these buildings, adjust their employment, upgrade them, downgrade them, just really a lot of the same things that you would find in the web game. Alright, for the moment, we're just going to take a look at one of the available rank 4 districts. Let's see what's on that list. Alright. And we're just going to check out the Central Commons. Takes us just a second to load over there. Oops. It appears that I've selected somewhat of an underdeveloped district, or as a matter of fact, he may not actually have built this. This is generally what you're going to see for right now in the beta client when you're looking at a district that hasn't been constructed. You won't even see the main building, and that's a lot easier to deal with now that you can just hit M to bring up the menu and go to the equivalent of the map. Let's see what rank 3 districts might be available. Let's see if he's built a canal infrastructure. I believe that he has. Just a second to load in. That does not look like it. Alright, well, we're going to go to something in the rank 2 section that I know he definitely will have built, which is the mines. This is the primary place to get stone and metal resources, just really mineral resources of any type. And as you can see, we've got the sorting station here. Some of the buildings are rather hard to find. He may have built out in some of the more distant reaches. So we're just going to go right inside the rank 1 sorting station that defines the district. Look at the door for just a moment. And we're inside. And of course, as before, with the Unity client, we've got the various modes. We've got mode 1, which is the one we've been using. This is just the head and the feet there represented by the arrow, totally connected. And then we've got mode 2, which allows me to look around using either the mouse or my head. And that disconnects the feet from the head, and we have Q and E, which we can use to look around. And these controls work equally well in the Oculus downloadable and the normal Windows downloadable client. I say Windows, but it's actually been made available for the Macintosh recently. And so we do have a mostly untested Mac download that you can take a look at. Alright, we're just going to walk over to the map here. Whoops, that's a little disorienting. Alright, and it does not look like he has constructed any buildings here. So, we're just going to pop over real quick to something that I'm sure will be relatively well constructed. Let's check in on the Forest Outpost. The Forest Outpost is one of our most visually rich districts. As you can see, some of the assets haven't been fully optimized, and so it does create just a little bit of lag. But you can see we've got a logging camp over here, and as always, the mouse and the head select are separate, even with the mouse cursor not actively visible here in Mode 2. If we switch back to Mode 1, obviously, oops, a little bit of lag there. Obviously the mouse and the head are connected there, and so they serve as the same cursor. You can really see that effect a little better when we go into Mode 3, and we've got the selection based, at this point, on a variety of factors, up to and including multi-point selection with the Oculus over here and the mouse over here. And of course my personal favorite mode is Mode 4. This is the one that gives us complete independent control over the head and the feet, so that we're free to do things like look over our shoulders as we walk, or just look around freely. And the terrain and assets are coming along. We, of course, do have only the one Unity developer, and she really does a great job considering that she's only been working with Unity for a couple of months. But we are, of course, concurrently developing the Unity client, the Android client, and the web game client, such that your preferred method of interacting with the game will be available at any time. And you can always just join us at any point in the process. Right now, the game's engine is at version 0.3, and we're just entering the heroic and more action-based part of it. As we run through the trees and the grass here, you can see how this game could become a little bit more energetic and more traditional, with the kind of combat and sword play and exchanges of archery fire and even gunfire that gamers are more traditionally used to. So we really are looking forward to working in a full combat engine that will make the game as responsive and visceral as we know our players want it to be, while still providing all of the mathematical and educational advantages that the original engine has always brought to the table. So, we really do hope that you will join us at brungame.com, or come find us on indiedb/games/Brunelleschi. You can also find us on the Brungame channel on YouTube, where you will find more videos of this type, and just really all sorts of interesting screenshots and videos and that sort of stuff that you can play around with. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope that you will support independent development by joining us in our Rocket Hub campaign. You can find lots of information about our Rocket Hub campaign on my Twitter account, @multiaxismatt, or on Margaret's Twitter account, @dead_Lugosi, or alternately, if you're more into the Unity development side of things, please check out Aesop Rebecca, that's AESOPREBECCA, on Twitter, and any of us would be happy to talk to you about our crowdfunding efforts, or any of the development that we've been doing in the game, or gameplay, or really just basically anything at all. If you want to talk about music or whatever, that's fine with us. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and we hope that you will join us.